Check it.
Shalom. He's the brother of GMS New Orleans. Before we get started, we'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to
Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Bashem, Rekakadash.
and double honors to the elders, great millstone. And before we get, we're going to the events that was happening, what is taking place. We're going to like the end time events. What's happening right now. We know about the war drums are beating. We know about, that we get ready to come into, I think tomorrow, this partial eclipse. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing a lot of things are constantly lining up. A lot of prophetic events is constantly taking place. Also, in the news, we just heard about in Thailand, this 7.7 magnitude earthquake just happened. The Lord already said that earthquake will happen in diverse places. So we're constantly seeing that each and every day, so there's a lot of things that's constantly taking place. One event behind another, you know what I'm saying? Catastrophes, events. Why all these things are happening? The Lord is calling these things to happen, you know what I'm saying? And no one is going to escape the hands of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. The Lord is in perfect control. The one thing about we are so very close, you know what I'm saying, to the Lord's second coming, you know what I'm saying? And our great deliverance, our salvation is at door. So one thing about it, though, it's high time. It's no more delaying. It's no more prolonging. The Lord is constantly bringing these things forth, left and right. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, we constantly rejoice. If you still are loving here, you get ready to die here. One thing about it, the Lord is getting ready to bring forth that judgment like you have never seen before. Bring that out, right out what you got.
If I could add real quick, tell me Ezekiel that the Lord not gonna delay us to 12:22. That the Lord not, there should be no more divination in Israel.
That's right.
Right? The flags are not. They ain't gonna slack, they're not slacking anymore. All right, because the judgment is upon not only, and there's another thing I want to add, the Lord is at his sanctuary, at his men. At the men are the ancients of old, man, the heads of old. That's where the Lord is coming at. So prior to the world, the Lord judging the world, he gonna judge his house. If we gotta set our house in order, the Lord gotta save us out of the destruction. Then those that need to get saved, what requires more attention, man? All right. So why he's saving them, saving the elect, he's gonna be destroying the wicked. All right. So we have to have that fear, understanding if we're in the house of the Lord, he's watching us 10 times more.
So just like I said, just like he said, that the Lord is constantly bringing that judgment, that recompense. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is getting ready to set everything back into order. And one thing about it is, just like today, once again, that this earthquake, this 7.7 magnitude earthquake in Thailand, that hit, I think the body count is about around 150 or whatever like that. I think it was Luke chapter 21 and verse. Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah, this is 21 and 11. I jumped down to 25.
Yeah, okay.
This is 21 and 11. 10. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation. Start at 9. You shall hear of wars and commotions. Be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven.
So that's exactly what we're seeing, left, right, rumors of war. We already know what's going on with Ukraine and rumors of war. Okay, we get that in a minute. And we see what's going on between Ukraine and then Russia. They keep trying to say that they're trying to negotiate with a ceasefire. Also over there with Israel and with Iran. You know what I'm saying? With the what is that? The Hamas. Hamas. Or that Gaza Strip.
So I would say too, the U.S. has been moving a lot of its stealth bombs to a particular base, which would be used if you wanted to specifically target Iran, and they said about with as many bombers that are moving in, that's like 80% of the U.S.'s bomber force. So major things are brewing.
That's it. So we're seeing that it's a major military buildup that's happening in the Middle East. So we're seeing that what's going on in the Red Sea, also with the Persian Gulf area on around with the Hamas moves. A lot of things is taking place. These things are very prophetic. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing these nations of the country are rising against nations. We're seeing these new alliance. You know what I'm saying? We know that Russia will be a god to these nations. So that's nothing. We constantly seeing what rumors of war. Also, we seeing what nations constantly rise against nations. You got something? Go ahead. Go ahead. You got
This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 6. It says, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. It says, be not cut off in her iniquity, but this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. It says, I gotta look at a little more. It says, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand and have made all the earth drunk. The nations have drunken her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
come. So we see it right now, a lot of, how we flee out of Mr. Babylon, you know what I'm saying? What spiritually. And one thing about it, we see it right now that the Lord is constantly, changing the vibration. You know what I'm saying? Also, America has been a golden cup. You know what I'm saying? A lot, and the nation have been drunken, or been mad, or often the philosophies and the democracy. Everyone want to be like America. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to come here and get rich. Everyone would have that do thy will spirit. So but right now the Lord said, come away from that. Be spiritually. We seeing what's going, even though that we know that we still here, we have to go with our daily life, but the Lord said, be spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom and knowledge will be what? The stability of the time. So that we at that time right now. So we see it right now. Babylon the Great is on the decline, and see that these nations are bad, have been drunken, have been informed. You know what I'm saying? We know that America has been a major influence, around the world. You know what I'm saying? These major military bases setting up these setting up these puppet leaders, setting up their influence, philosophy, that the democracy, that soccer player, like spirit, you know what I'm saying? Across the world, like, man, marry a man, a woman, marry a woman, you know what I'm saying? These people are kind of like,
Like I say to you, backing up kingdom against kingdom, that plays into that. Sick of America, like you were saying, pushing philosophy. It's like democracy and the alphabet agenda and capitalism onto the rest of the world. So that's why they're gearing up on that military foot.
Yes, of course. Verse 8 says, Babylon is suddenly fallen, destroyed. So be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Suddenly, it says, forsake her, let us go, every one into his own country. Her judgment reached them to the clouds and is lifted up even to the skies. The Lord has brought forth our righteousness. Come, let us declare in Zion the works of the Lord. It says, break the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord has raised up the spirit, keep the beast. For his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. It says, set up the standard on the walls of Babylon, make the watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare to ambush. That's what you was going into.
yeah, that's right. So we seeing right now,
That brother talking about how they moving
you get it.
military equipment, moving bomber planes,
Yeah.
putting all that stuff around to prepare to ambush, man. Right? It says, prepare to ambush, for the Lord has both devised and done that which he has spoken against the inhabitants of Babylon. says, that was gonna be 14.
Yeah. So you see right now that, America's is being exposed. You seeing that right now, the Lord is setting up the ambush. Right now, we already know a lot of these states right now are coming on these new alliance under Russia, Russia, God to these other nations, in the spirit of which is back in Russia. We already know right now that the Lord is getting ready to destroy this place. He shall burn the oil. So the Lord is setting it up. You got something?
Yeah, if I can add to it. The Lord not just on the ambush this place. Well, he's also attacking what the airport. All right, it should have what it's on the infrastructure. During the time of 78 feet, what they did, they set a standard around what the temple of in Jerusalem and what stop the water flow to food, because that's part of breaking this place down too. It says she was a golden cup. Part of that golden cup, she's a trumpet. Because of the city, and Isaiah 23, it traffics. Now the law started what? Cutting the traffic off. He cut the traffic off. So now the way they sell, go, and get back what the other nations are putting tariffs, the Trump put tariffs on everybody. So part of merchandise, breaking the merchandise out, it's also weakening the nations. I got it.
Thank you.
That comment.
Yeah.
Out there, I still
I got them.
Yeah. And the infrastructure, the household. So what is the house? It comes. It deals with what? The money, all right, the way that they what? They the way you live with business and commerce, the Lord punishing this place with that. Go ahead,
I'm gonna read verse 5, I jump down to 2:7.
come back.
And we know in America, spiritual, and also the time as well. Now, they see you. Ezekiel, Isaiah 23:5. As at the report concerning Egypt, so shall they be sorely paid. 7. Is this joyous city? Things of ancient days. Her feet shall carry her afar off to sojourn.
Yeah, their own presence in this place. You got decades. Decades going in this place too. All right, because they put so much money into these sporting programs. It's just wrong. All right, now the entertainment is not working. People are not buying because what? Prices are getting higher. All right, so you still got that aspect of things. But this is the promised city with what she can train. All right, go ahead, brother. Here's why, yeah, go ahead.
Verse 8.
You're going to get nasty at night. Go ahead.
Who had taken this counsel against Tyre,
Uh-huh.
the crowning city?
So the Lord, again, the Lord taking counsel against at the time of Tyre. You can liken this place until Tyre was a prominent city. All right, America is what? On a prominent city. Go ahead.
If I could make one of
What
the
you got?
So merchants are princes.
That's it.
And who's looked at as the highest of society? These capitalists,
Yep.
these billionaires.
Exactly.
Elon Musk, he's looked at like a king. Donald Trump was a businessman. He's literally the king of Babylon right now. He's the president.
Yeah.
That's who's looked at as your nobleman now. These business people, venture capitalists.
Well, really, knows that says he's a merchant. The balance of the seasons in his hand is not the oppressor. So he's doing it. He's heaping to himself other nations, giving you all of that.
That's that golden cover. The Lord was talking about that.
Yeah, come, go ahead.
Number one superpower.
I mean, y'all got it. Yeah, got it.
I just finished.
Let it finish. I'm gonna add it right to you. But I'm thinking I love that.
And key in on this next word, whose traffickers
Yeah.
are the honorable in the earth.
Yeah, who's traffickers on a mountain, whatever. So America is looked at as this glorious city, that golden cup, but she that living in pleasures, they ain't much in it. Because these other nations, they are putting up they subject. They ain't on. They ain't better on in this place. But when you look over here, the women over there, look over at the women over there, they just free. Liberty is a trap, man.
That's it.
To be free and be liberal is a trap. You're a slave to your flesh, man.
God,
It's free holiday.
Lord, cut all this shit off. That's it. On to all the business and commerce,
Yep.
anything. That's why in Revelations say that how merchants of music, all that stuff is gonna be cut off. Even because even that this place is it's a place of even the souls of men. They traffic people over here, man. On them fucking boats and them containers, they got people and children in it. See that these elites get off on for adrenaline, you know?
that's it. Everybody falling behind. What the hell? You know, fun. You know, and listen. Yeah. He see this place on the down.
You can marry a palm tree, all right? You can eat till you get fucking fat. You get obesity. You just do what you want here, man.
Yeah, you're at liberty to kill yourself.
Then through the power of the left hand side of the internet, everybody just everything is for clickbait, views, and to be seen, man. You just come outside and just be the most wild, erotic freakazoid you can be. That's it. Yeah, gyrating.
Don't have your hair cool.
Yeah, just do whatever you want to do.
That's why he said the Lord love everyone. Everyone can be saved. You can be a massive, you can be a what you call like a serial killer. You can be
Yeah, that's all up. Yeah. And that nigga was doing that shit when they was fucking 13, 14. Niggas, little boys, man.
Yeah.
But like I said, the niggas serial killers though.
yeah, you can be a bad put it like that.
That's
So that's it. That's right.
Yo, and when the other nations look at this place, they the other nations are like a big that's not.
young man, but she opened up with P. Diddy. They come out and say she like to get beat up. Nobody better fucking eye. Yeah. Yes, yeah, open bad. That other fucking, I don't even know what to call it. That six rapping off her ass. That thing, man.
And there's another thing, man, you get it right chopped off.
Yeah, he get pushed in.
Everything.
Yeah, they can get a pothole down there. Get it, bro. Nigga giving them me shit that chipmunk out, man. It ain't nobody better eye, bro.
America's the only place in the world where you can buy thousands of bottles of baby. Nobody better off.
It's normal.
So,
In Hollywood world, the Hollywood world, it's normal. That's what we talking about. This is what we do. That's it. And I done heard multiple billionaires say, as you get so much money, just the regular, yeah, regular, you got to do some other shit. So, that's it.
this place is finished, man. And that's why, we gotta, we vexed. So this film conversation. You know, you ready to get the hell out of this thing. You're not ready to leave this place, the rest of this place to be destroyed. You're a part of the problem.
Yeah, you're a flag.
Gonna destroy you. You know what I'm saying? That's right.
Yeah, you
If you see something you're not seeing anything, you get ready to be told to destroy.
yeah, the words of the elder will call you a flag.
That's it. That's right. You be a fair. Lord gonna take that. You eat your body. You out.
You got it.
Bring it out.
We still got more.
No.
Watch this dude with his kid,
Yeah,
right?
Okay, come.
Put it out. Yo, finish that. Verse 9. Yahweh of hosts had purposed it to stain the pride of all the glory.
Yeah, to stain the pride of all the glory. Because her glorious city, this crowning achievement, her magnus opus, America, aka what? Modern day Rome. All right, Rome was the chief place in that time. Right? This is just a revised empire, which is 1,000 times worse than Rome. And Rome's hella gone. This is the worst. It's worse than everything.
It's almost actually
King one. It's double. We're gonna be seeing out of this. Let's gotta react. It's all that. That's why we're going to stay. All for going Malachi, a wild habitation reason to the sky. Then these devils run. All right, you got a in a holy city, tattooed
Kosher meat, kosher meat. So it's so bad down to where they got to import rocks and sand, grass, olive trees. Yeah, it shows you right there the holy people, the ancient holy people that in the land, man. You motherfuckers still have the wars. You the ancient people put a Arab getting a fucking bus and just run over people on the side. Y'all the people though. You know? We need to, hey man, we get in the kingdom, when we set up the kingdom of heaven over there, we ain't gonna need no fucking iron dome, because we're gonna be the iron dome.
Right.
All right? You're gonna be the weapon. You know what the Lord said? What you gonna make a new sharp thirsty weapon? But we're gonna need an iron dome having teeth.
We're gonna be the rich.
Yeah.
That helmet too.
The helmet gonna be for a different type of threat. Actually, the kingdom gone.
I'm telling you, man. You know, they just like a lot of people, they love the, oppression. They love wickedness. That's why the Lord, he's getting ready to bring forth this judgment like we have never seen. And in the middle of the Lord, we come to sign and crying, left and right. Get what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about. They're afraid that they don't know what the hell they talk about. These prophets constantly are picking up left and right. You know what I'm saying? Rumors of wars are all over the place. Earthquakes in diverse places. These pests, also they get ready to come into this new digital infrastructure. They get ready to bring forth the mark of the beast. There's a lot of people still like, everything is all right. They think that Donald Trump will be the savior, but one thing about it, he's only one savior. You know what I'm saying? One superpower that is coming. What's the kingdom of heaven that dwells in Christ? That's what we're longing for each and every day. And a lot of our people right here still will relax here. They'll be still playing games. All the games about to be over.
How you niggas just you in your comforts, man. Playing up, chilling, eating spicy macaroni. You alright? Taking shit a game, man.
Yeah. We can talk to them to get through in the face, man. We obvious and clear. I just like this bug out, we talk about McDub here, man. Yeah, I know you talking about, man. He believe that he had it come. Wax believe that, waxing worse and worse.
But you got ashy elbows.
Ashy elbow, you looking like a meatball here. It just, you're ridiculous, man. And it just don't make no sense. You constantly want to come up against the middle of it, but you constantly add and sin to sin.
Let me add this out. Jake is actually singing whatever happened to singing the new song.
Yeah.
Jake literally singing like those singing on tune, out of rhythm, right? The real song. This the real song, man. They scared to come outside, man. What do you mean?
Oh, no three looking down at your ass like
When he came outside.
You a fake stand out. You know what I'm saying? When you get that high level demon upon you, you can't shake it unless the Lord get off you. You know what I'm saying? This man was wicked in his past life. You know what I'm saying? He just bring forth what he brought forth in his past life. That's what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is going to expose these wicked so-called black devils each and every day. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord, I trust that the Lord to help. Mercy upon me, Lord. Don't mess my understanding up, Lord. Be with me, guide me, Lord. Because I don't want to be a fool like that.
Yeah, it's also a big agenda. These people are planning an enterprise back to basically make Jakes. They're trying to make you a telephone. Huh? The cell phone you got, they're trying to make it that man. Right? They're trying to download your ass. Update you from time to time. They're really trying to a software update. They're trying to make you a program.
it's so bad now. I see you say, but they put for some reason they put Wi-Fi in tires. Like they trying to everything's linked to a certain system on.
That's his twin right there.
Come on.
That's his twin.
It says, 2 Timothy 3:13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse.
So you got the chief evil man with the answers. Right? You got the chief evil man with stuff with Esau. You got the whole other nation that's totally against Israel. Right? Then you got two words of the evil men of Israel that's not of Israel. all right, which they have our people, more or less, is down to first. Go ahead now.
Evil men wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived.
Deceiving and being deceived. You know, deceiving. So they just playing but to our they tell you the Psalm 55 that he that was my enemy. If he had approached me, then I could have borne it. But it was he buying my eat. You got men in the truth that's walking with men to the house of God and coming. That's why they're just turning their back like they was wicked the whole time. And just openly doing it, man. And these other congregations or these other camps or whatever. And I'ma say it, you niggas in these other camps, you niggas better repent. That's all I can say. That's all I'm gonna say. You can or you can't. But you better repent.
That's why the Lord is sermon on brothers know sometimes you niggas come out on the other side, brothers know that you niggas ain't wicked, man. You think your house shot ain't know about Judas, man? He knew about Judas. Oh, Judas got his ass up there. He just had to play his part in everything, man. It's like, what is me? Reading. I'm just about reading them. I'm about miles ahead of you, man. Brothers just like I say, just let shit, transpire. Time is the greatest teller of all, man. See? Over time, every time niggas gonna go over this book, man.
That's it. No, that's why the Lord, he's constantly what exposing everything.
That's why Meltdown, yeah, but Meltdown.
Bring it to the light.
Meltdown he ain't making a month. Nah, right this bitch. You remember? He ain't making a month. He got one conference call, and that was it. Hey, brother. Yeah. Hey. Then he come out fucked up, man. Hold a super holy down, 83 steps holy. And then come out, trying to be holy it down, man, a little bit. Keep smoking black power shit. Shit.
No, you should be on something. No, so, but what that body don't we see that? Thank you. Yeah. But just like I say, we see that the Lord is constantly exposing. He's constantly separating. And when they back, the judge shall be just and the unjust shall be unjust. The holy shall be holy. It just see that it's right now. Lord, it figured. You know what I'm saying? See, they shall not be fixed. Chapter 33. In verse 33, you know what I'm saying? It's prophecy talking back left and right. The one thing about it, it's not going to be like said in the beginning. Ezekiel chapter 12, one plain definition. Plus, it's going to make it plain and clear. He's really dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we act like that at that point. Let's get ready to bring forth that judgment like we've never seen.
That's it. You gotta get the back. Think about it, man. The Lord, I mentioned that before, right? The Lord always divided right? Without both faith, it is amongst the holy. And the Lord got separated, man. All right, so when he do come in, go ahead.
What you just said, Ezekiel 96 points at the latter end. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women, become not near any man upon whom is the mark.
And that's the mark of the what? Which means the mark of exemption from judgment, man. Right? Our people, there's two marks out here, man. All right, there ain't no in between. It's the mark, it's the Karaza and the what. This mark right here is talking about the what, man, which is the mark of exemption from judgment. Go ahead.
It says, then they begin. It's like I missed the one part. And begin at my sanctuary.
At his sanctuary. All right, the Lord's sanctuary is with men. All right. Read Romans 9, you'll see that the Lord is talking about Israel. So when he said begin at my house, he's talking about the men, these wicked leaders, false leaders, teachers. All right. Everybody, the Lord getting everybody in order, even his men, he chastised and getting them right. No, you gotta set the house in order. So if you in the Lord's house, you gotta get it on, man.
It says, "And began at my sanctuary."
And the sanctuary.
Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house.
Okay, when you read the Bible, the ancient men that was before the house was the leaders, man.
That's it.
All right. The gates and slave, like it's times when the leaders of Israel, the gate slavers. When you read Lamentation, all right, you tell you how the elders cease from the gates, all right, and the elders that cease from the gates now, all right, are the same elders that cease from the gates then.
That's it.
All right, the ancients. That's why the Lord started out and getting them out the way, because the real true elders that have was set up in the gate, they still was set up in the gate and watch, man.
That's it.
They on their top. Other ones don't fall short. They fall short. The Lord will what? What he say he gonna do?
Exactly.
Slay. Well, he say he gonna slay what? Utterly overlay y'all. The ancients of the houses, you niggas and you fakely, the so-called pastors. Then you got evil, worse. Or the overlay power. The rapping niggas and the niggas who hold the truth and unrighteousness. Shocking. One of you brothers get that. All right, it's gonna sit a men that hold the truth and unrighteousness. All right, y'all are the fake ancient of the house. That's not standing on y'all words, man.
They know that they are Israel.
They know they are Israelites.
They still did not.
Dumb dogs, man.
That's it.
Dumb dogs. I ain't gonna say that.
Now, you know.
I don't understand. I'm gonna make this little rap video.
Yeah.
I know what they're saying is right. About it. About
I'm put this in. Jason did. Just all that, the whole exercise. Jason went through a whole fucking exercise.
it. It's no I and T.
Okay.
Romans 1:18 says, "Wrath of God is revealed in heaven against all ungodliness."
So, but that's going in this house. What's the plan for the Lord? It's the same. It's revealed. It's what?
All ungodliness
Go ahead.
and unrighteousness of men.
Righteous. So the men that say they got the truth, teach them. That's not the Lord name. That's not the Lord name. All right. Men who teach them name, well, you know, you got to keep all of the law, but that's totally impossible. You using it to say all these are the ancient men in the house, man. That's on the heads. They judge the boards. All right. And I can tell you about the heads of the house, man. All right. So men that they put on these garments, right? You know, with the elder was bringing out that they collect them black, so they come outside. I'm paraphrasing, yeah. They showing their garments to be like they so Israelite or so spiritual. All right, when they dirty, man. All right, holding the truth and unrighteousness. Go ahead, brother. That's all. That's it. All right.
Says, but how Johnson, but if that certain state in his heart, my Lord, the day is coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants and maids, and to eat and drink and to be drunken, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him.
Yeah, because he didn't utilize the term, right? It says he beat the men in a man. So what's symbolic to beat? If you're in charge of the Israel righteousness, and you don't know what to do, that's like you beat the servants, man.
That's it.
All right, you beat it. If you beat your servants, all right, then I want to like really get my best.
Kind of said Luke 3:45. It says, but and if that servant say in his heart, my Lord, the day is coming.
What do you mean the Lord is coming? 1,000 years, I'm not sitting. So that real with.
Then shall we make birth?
And then who believe in you? That fits all too.
That's it.
Go ahead, now.
It says, my Lord, the day is coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants and maidens, and to eat and drink.
The Lord said, keep the sheep. He didn't say beat the sheep. Go ahead.
It says, he began to beat the men servants and maidens, and to eat and drink, and to be drunk.
Yeah, and to be drunk. All right, what's the what? Take these wayward philosophies and doctrines. Tell the Lord, hey, you can do it with your woman on the Sabbath, in the exit camp, and annual county. Like, what are we talking about, man? That's all, man.
Look out.
Go ahead.
And literally, drinking
pretty much being in that spirit of birth. Got the Hellcats, that's making a brand out of it, making merchandise out of it. It's
Doing this. And I'm like I said, he put on that show, had a no jumper. Then he got pulled up by the police. Like I said, I wasn't surprised. The car that he put up in a Rico. Right?
He already openly, he already openly.
And that show is all about gambling. The entire show is about active game. I won't be surprised if those put your ass up in Rico case. Oh,
Since you want campaign before everybody, but
Lord, no, the Lord said this nigga so good. I'm talking about that. Got him. I'm talking about got him good, man. Holy shit! Oh shit, bro! The Lord is sending me down. Like the brother from Mississippi, but which brother's been seeing that shit? I've been a while back. Nigga, brother, see your ass up there doing that. You doing having your hat on. You're doing the sonic signs and shit. Everybody, oh, you know what I'm saying? You ain't fooling no goddamn body. Like I said, it might be some type of humiliation virtual, man. They put that in the things, man. They go on the big like scared ass. Yeah. You there, yeah. Never know if I had to sacrifice a couple of dude. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
like he just promote. Like he also promote some type of business. Like we're trying to get out of here. We're trying to keep his passion. Teach. Let's have to obey it.
It's just like, this fan want to keep you in for the weekend. You letting a lot of people play in his back party, his backyard. Like that. This man want to be the other thing.
And he really want the white man.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, he love, you know what I'm saying? It's all right. It's all right. It's all right to be a mom.
Yeah, he want the white man to jam up like Deion Sanders.
The Lord exposed all these weak, effeminate men. He made us simple. You know what I'm saying? Bitch ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's what he definitely exposed. That's your water ass. You know what I'm saying? Red sugar and sugar. You know what I'm saying? These damn, what you call these, generic watered down Negroes. You know what I'm saying?
GMO baby.
You know what I'm saying? You want us to give the power to the fuck.
It's all right. It's okay.
That what he was doing in the video too. He was bowing down to Eve, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, just like I said, the Lord should put an end to all this.
Every day. Every day.
Yeah, all this nonsense.
Every
You know
week.
what I'm saying? It always, go ahead.
They put bow down to you, bow down to front.
Yeah. This man was better no.
Oh man.
You know,
Hey man, that's the thing that I got a video on my phone. I'm sure brother, nigga woman for the same shit, nigga woman put him in the hospital.
dang.
That's the thing though, that's like I said, that's a sick trend that's been going around in Babylon, man. Cucking, cucking. If you don't know what it is, go look it up. A lot of nasty work going on.
It was a lady they had up on the tip to get surgery. And she had got up on those outfit stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying?
Dude in Houston, Dude in Houston. Without, I think it was without sister company or something like that. He got exposed. He got brought out. He was putting guinea pigs or hamsters at the back door.
Oh,
He's like,
man.
Common thing. I've heard several accounts of that shit.
They call them little small lights. They call them girls or something. They run up in there, they get stuck. They got Richard Gere, you go to act, he had to go and get that, taken care of.
that's some sick shit, man. And you got your Israelites, you in that shit too, man. Now you niggas fed only the Lord, only the age knows some of the sick shit you niggas doing, man. Oh, please first. With the garment on, with the fringes on. I'm right. Why you commit such acts, man? That's why we gotta get the hell out of here, man. I'm telling you. Shocking.
Get extra game.
Shocking.
Yo,
Then they took that out. He had a llama.
Oh.
After that.
Hey, man, then you got these camps. I'm talking to the front. Then you got these camps that claim to be like you charging men to get on another. You gotta go get this. You gotta be on this. Like, it's like a fucking game, like a video game. You gotta be on this level.
paying for rank.
And pay no pay right breakdown. You gotta pay for this much for me to email you the rest of the shit, man. And you know, it's fucking up. It's fucking up people, man. You gotta find you niggas out.
You know what I'm saying? And, that's, I think it's,
Before this bitch go, man, niggas gonna get exposed, man.
Isaiah 3:12. He says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, women who over them. O my people, they would flee and cause thee to hurt and destroy the way of thy path.
And some of the biggest demons is these women talking about shadow woman too. They're the biggest demons, man.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta watch them. Like I said, a lot of times they didn't dealt with the man in another camp. Another fashionable camp. You gotta watch these women. She didn't know who you was under. Who was your husband? They be dealing with all these just jumping man to man to man. And they're the worst demons. They worse
Yeah.
than a regular demon on the
Yeah,
street.
a regular Eve.
I'm serious.
Because they gonna start using the Bible against the man.
Yeah.
And they ain't even supposed to, do that. But I think it was the Elder Manat Zakba put a video on that. Okay. That's not earlier in the day. I watched these women from these other camps. Now that the Lord breaking all that down, they go, oh, hey, Shadow Woman, GMS, I've been following that GMS, and they're coming from that polluted, infested ass shit, man. And these women for Jake. That's why I said, gays not upon a man for beauty. Man. Like, you gotta know what the hell going on. I know I'm ready to submit. Man, ain't no woman.
You better I'd rather deal with a regular Eve
Yeah,
Northern Kingdom or some other nation and to deal with that. A lot of them ain't but sucker.
yes.
You got them Y Israel women, you got them JLCC, Sakari women. You see what they're doing over there, man. They get taught, upside down, side to side, all that shit. Man.
And if
I see too.
And if the men involved and engaged in that shit, the women by default automatically in it because they probably experience shit. Man. They run it, bro. Women are free. So you know they're involved in that.
That's what little boys come on, man. Come on. I dated because I needed to spice up my relationship was failing. My marriage was failing.
Man, get some fucking chocolate, man. Watch you moving. Burn some candles and some stupid shit.
that's it, man.
Take a bath together, man. But goddamn, you got to do all that.
Hey,
Yeah.
If she's got if she got a head wrap, it's some racks.
that's it.
I hear around the
I just like story. I know trouble, and I heard some things about this certain individual wife. She did some things, she did some things that was, going home, sneaking around with certain men of the Lord, things was coming out, and this man is kind of like, he just kind of like, I don't know, he was effeminate. I put it like that. And but that's all I'm gonna say on that. But there's a lot of things that went down and got out. You know, this pretty much doing too much. You know, we put it like this.
Yeah, women,
It was too much stuff.
women kill kingdoms, man.
Yeah.
When Ezra was speaking about they're only the truth of all, man.
And they see when niggas went to war for that shit, they women, man, they over stupid shit.
You got guys that was in the truth comments on this so-called person page, and you know that's going on. You know, man, this woman is bad. You don't understand. What the hell is going on? You know, it's like stuff.
No, I understand. But I'm just saying to your point. And Ezra, he spoke about, you know, the similitude. When he spoke about the woman, he was like, only the truth can overcome. In Ecclesiastes 7, he said the same thing. He had served the Lord, shall escape. So you gotta have the truth to what? Not fall victim to a woman, because women are strong. It tell you why and women cause men to understand of what? Fall away. So when they're around, listen, they're not righteous women. All right? But what we're saying is we go about the truth is right? The truth is much stronger than them all. So we're gonna stick to the man that's strong. Go ahead, buddy, you got it. So Jay gotta watch these women that come here. These niggas don't pay demons or something, bro, against you, man.
You know, that made me think about something. I did a couple years back. A lady came on the couple board. I would help her. What she had. You know what I'm saying?
Watch.
Yeah,
Yeah, go down to Home Depot.
yeah,
That's what you need to do.
that's it. You know,
Go down to Home Depot.
Even with the women that saved in childbearing, with the women that who can't have a child, how do you get sick? Listen to the bit of the Lord. Oh, see your man, this thing up. You know, it's gonna be women that don't have a man. You see? Like, it's just that's what it's gonna be. Every woman ain't gonna have a man in the Lord in that case. But if she chose to get the devil, she still gonna get the devil. She don't believe in the devil. They get the devil. See? Women, I gotta have a man. You know, like, okay.
and you got women who come out. You know what I'm saying? Around the middle of the Lord, you can tell doctors here. Come out, you know, showing, you know, a calendar, you know, and putting all day, stay here and doing all the talking, and the man is sitting there just, you know, and I hate going on. I hate this is going on. You know,
You know you're working. Let me go ask my wife.
and then I'm gonna have to hear, you know, the individual go say that, you know, my other bad way, and you were the one that saved it, that's the Lord. You know, you know, we don't want to go into something, but you see a lot of stuff like that in the truth, you know, and what they find, Lord is constantly exposing a lot of things. Silly women linked with sin, you know, exactly what's going on. Yeah. Go ahead.
Like I said, it's an account in another city that a woman actually hopped on his page to shoot her shot. Shalom, brother, boom, boom, boom. I noticed that this brother over here was such and such and such, and I want to know if you can think of them together.
And it's at the end too.
Yeah,
And took that to the house.
come.
You was at my house, they're like, yeah, you with that green garment on, you fine or something. The
Yeah.
brother was like, no, I'm straight.
Yeah.
Right? You know what else she made a pass? She went with her move. She like, look, he look good. Like, what's up with him with the green garment?
Where you at?
Where you at?
Open. Give it an open.
Give him somebody to open.
Yeah, somebody else.
We
Fucking demon.
That's a big man.
Jesus, man, try it.
Now, both been feeling good, man. Right?
16, he got to say, bring it up.
Satan wants you.
Yeah.
And when it's say,
Hey, what you want with me?
when it say bait,
What you want with me?
that's his bait. Shit.
What you want
Yeah,
with
what
me?
you want?
What you want with me, man? What you want with me? Like, I ain't a record team. Jake Ruff and shit.
That's what you want.
There's something else I can do it too. They said, now I need to get you cash. I want to see you.
Yeah, no,
You know, you can't shut that up. You know, I need to get you that. I good. Just listen to that. the elder, that's the problem. That's all.
God Eve from the seduction. Esau Eve.
That's
They're
it.
just doing the same thing.
That's it.
Women can't cover themselves out of the snare of the devil. They'll be God already.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm watching them over there, man.
So the woman is one to say biggest. So, that's his right hand man.
It shows you the matrix, man. It shows you the matrix. Like they're a distraction, man.
That's it.
Right?
That's it.
Especially when you're a man, you haven't really bored the skills of learning and experiencing this truth. A woman will take you out.
That's it.
If you're not on point, man.
That's it.
Right? And a lot, like I say, sometimes even on that comment board, I'm fucking bots, man. They ain't even half of they ain't real people. Demons you talking to. They are trying to get at you. I love you, baby. Yeah, you ain't fucking demons, man.
So yeah, that will become to see. We see it that Esau and Eve reign of terror. It's almost so. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Lord is setting everything back in order. Yeah.
They ain't leaving with each other.
They hand in hand. You know, she loved the oppressor. She loved her slave master. And also she hate her.
Look at the situation in the system set up with the kids. Even your poor Charles White said that a wicked woman would never get you to. She would never see you rule and build up and teach your legacy, man. Meaning your kid. She gonna before she do that, she gonna snatch them away from you. She'll never let you build your legacy up like that with your kids, man. Yeah. So in some cases we seen over the last couple of years. Yeah, that's how these women are in the society.
I see it's like I said, it's not great for people.
Lord, I had put an article that on a woman, she took a kid to Disney World. She was sharing like custody with them.
And when I said the sea monster draw the rest of it, when I was going from home,
Like
like ostrich, yeah, they crushing the little. And again, they're also raising these mistress monsters. They're responsible for that. But why? They didn't put the dad and told it the daddy bogged out. He'll mope. All right. If your dad don't mope and your mama or whore, you're fucked up.
That's
The Lord gotta be with you.
That's right. He ain't that no. You know, that's why he allowed to raise a hope, or she had to raise no what? A hope. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes.
That's
a lot of these women, they're responsible for the murder rate, man.
That's it.
I'm saying. To plan carry on.
You know,
They helping that way. They contributed. I mean, that's just that way. And also, yup.
that's just like when they create this what you call this monster. Then they want to go live with your daddy now. But you know, help this first up. You didn't steal all this. This is the first that when you get for the first, it's impossible.
He's too far gone, man.
There you go. You know, so that you know a lot of men deal with that. Oh, this is my daughter, oh, this is my son, and you dealing with a face. You know what I'm saying? And every time you do that, fucking up at you.
Most girls, if she don't have a father in the home laying down instructions, she gone. She's gone before 13.
That's it.
Right?
She gone.
Shit, with the fall that says he waking, he don't get any sleep because he watching after the cat. He don't sleep, man.
Most of these fathers today, and most of these fathers today, these guys, they pass, you know, they solve the mama run them. They don't have, they don't really lay no law down in the house, man.
So,
Yeah. You get backdoored by your woman and your daughter. You know, that's the hell me. Your son coming back home. You thinking? Look at him. He's coming back home with a helmet. You know, he's coming back home with a football or basketball. He coming back with some fucking pom-poms, man.
Man. Hey, I'm glad you brought it. Y'all see that video? A couple guys brought out this dude, father took his 6'4" son in the ball. Man,
Women say they
Well,
get
kick him in the
scared.
ass, man.
Women say they get scared.
I know this shit gonna happen. Oh, they believe it.
One of y'all brothers put an argument. I was reading earlier. It says women are getting scared because they gotta beat a man. Like and then they showed Jake a boat. You see it all. You saw
That's
you said.
man.
wow, these deep.
I mean, what of y'all? I gotta get it. When the women say they scared because they gotta be the mother and the father, and then you. First of all, the women don't gotta be a mother or a father. No, they're like no. Oh, what?
Women don't even know how to, they don't know how to be a woman. They don't know how to fucking hygiene clean themselves.
Yeah,
You know?
That's fine.
yeah, a lot of people. They stink it up.
Everything got on.
Keep going. Keep going.
That's
Keep going.
exactly what's going on. Everything is out
Keep
of
going.
order.
Keep going.
You got that order?
Get your demonic ass.
Y'all got the mic.
Keep going.
What's that? I'm reading.
Nobody won't deal with you, man.
So you got women.
You know, the Lord already set up your order. You know what I'm saying?
Where is that?
You know, the Most High, your house shot, he did, then the man, then the what? The woman.
That motherfucker sweet. I'd rather walk up the hill.
Yeah.
They can't, they don't.
Beans, man.
That's all it is. They flirt.
Well, most of these women is just totally undisciplined. They don't. As long as the older woman just
She's hiding the draw.
she got the Days and Dukes on.
Yes.
Talking about look at me, I still got it. Like nah, you wear a belt.
Yeah, you got coolers, you got 72 titles.
Yeah.
Nobody want neither one of you.
Yeah.
Straight. You got 80-year-old holders, man.
Yes.
Water the great that water that turned off it's cold as a motherfucker. Straight off of the jump off it, man. It's just deep free.
Just saying freezing all that.
You ain't got a woman, you doing good. You know, like a lot of people might look at you off that, oh, you ain't got no woman. He just swear. You
younger brothers who got spots, man.
messed up, man.
You younger brothers who got spots by yourself, man. Keep your spot, man.
That's it.
When bad day come, short and keep while you got somewhere to go at, man.
That's it.
Keep your spot. And like I say, you know, hey, we gonna meet on a future ground. Man, you ain't my spot, come on, what's your spot?
That's it.
You here? Hey, don't tell us you gonna do what you said, man. Out the gate.
I said,
You gonna get a fucking Airbnb. Yeah, it's my shit, yeah. So when she gonna do her thing or try to fuck you up, she going to somebody else house.
That's it. So, you better you just come back and get you someone that's it's called a so-called we can say that a person that give her body over to that, you know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about it. I don't want to say it on there, but anyway, you find ways to go ahead and buy it, what it is, go about your business and move around. You know?
they tell you let me cut you off.
Go ahead.
They tell you in 1 Corinthians that he that had a wife carried how he may please the woman of the world. Like, but he that didn't have a wife carried how he may please the Lord, man. So right now, if the Lord ain't give you children and give you a woman, that's a blessing. Now, on the contrary, it's a blessing too. The people, man, and it also can be what? It can also pleasure.
That's it.
Both ways. A lot of men burning, all right? But then look, he said marriage.
That's it.
Stop. You moving around, get you one. Paul said, if I was y'all, I wouldn't even deal with nothing in this time. But it was just advice.
That's right.
It wasn't that it's a law. It was like advice, like, look, during the time y'all want to be in, that was terrific. But furthermore, now, man, don't deal with nothing. Just deal with the Lord, man.
Keep my stranger fit.
You about to get all the women you ever want. Way better than what you think is gonna be. So just wait a little while.
I said, man, want to see some shit. See some shit on TikTok. I'm talking about this motherfucker like in a remote village. I'm like, man, phone out some shit like that. Wait a minute. This motherfucker, I'm talking about, I was there cleaning vegetables with the bucket and shit. I'm like, man, this shit is just like, this motherfucker is like somewhere else in the world, bro. Yeah, I'm talking about cold and shit over here.
Water.
Yeah.
And that's on earth.
That's on earth,
That's
brother.
on earth, brother.
I'm smart.
Think when the kingdom comes, brother. Like, you know what we
I
saying.
done read some of the Nigerian ones. Different shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Man, the Lord, hey man,
Yeah.
you get a bad rap over there, bro.
When you wait, brother, it be great.
You get a bad rap.
Wait is gonna be great, brother.
That's it.
Because listen,
It's gonna be.
We gotta
you
deal.
gonna wait, you gotta wait.
We gotta deal with women with nothing but baby hair covering their whole fucking forehead.
Green hair.
Green hair, eyelash. David would have threw up looking at these women, man.
Yeah.
Man, ain't you think?
Yeah.
Then, like I say, motherfucker got a big gut, got a stomach out.
If you got the juice.
Yeah, and he got the juice, man. You got a tangy box, man.
They ain't shaped.
Yeah.
Go right in.
You see the BBL stinking now. The BBL box stinking.
They take that.
What?
Plants and stuff.
You know that? Smell like, you know what I'm saying? Show too. Yeah.
A tomb.
Yeah.
It smells like a graveyard.
And then they want to tell you what's wrong. Yeah, you know what's wrong.
Yeah, you know what's wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
People that think that you know what's wrong, y'all.
And women are what? Are masculine that, you know? Loud talking to men, exerting authority over the man. You know, they don't bathe no more. You know, they not beauty no more. They just cut their damn hair off.
Doing showers.
Showers. You do this all day. Man, who want to deal with motherfuckers doing
Yeah.
this? And pulling that bitch,
Yeah.
pulling that bitch down.
Black.
They put the glue on that bitch first.
Yeah.
Who want to deal with that, man?
They take like nothing else.
They get all these
Alopecia and shit, man. Who want to deal with that? Man, you gotta watch what you dealing with, man. At the club. You wake up in the morning, you got like a Dracula on side you. Yeah, I'm talking about a baby Dracula. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm saying, you got in the back.
Yeah. You wake up with a Dracula on side you.
That's what the Lord said in Matthew chapter 19. Where I think around here, will forsake, you know, all things in this world. Shall with what? Receive a hundredfold. Somebody get that, you know. That's what we at right now. You know, you got to deny yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's better to suffer. You know what I'm saying? Than to have pleasure right now. You know, you know, so the Lord, that's what he's all about. You know, oh, I can't wait. I can't, you know, I just can't do it. I got to, yeah, you can do it. You got to trust in the Lord. The Lord's constantly is building us up, constantly, you know what I'm saying, you know, refining us. You know what I'm saying? You got to do without. You know what I'm saying? Seek the Lord.
The Lord wants you to have a woman, he'll
He'll give you one.
He'll give you one. You know, but you ain't gotta be out here searching all at the Decker shop and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a 48 ounce and you just sitting there for hours. Forcing this. You know, but yeah, it's forcing the shit, man.
I had my high beam and stuff.
You gotta.
That's wrong.
And then you gotta want something. You gotta want something that's nice too, man.
Yeah.
Some quality.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be at the second line looking
Slap
like
it at the back.
yeah. You should be at the line. Yeah, you gotta get some. You need to go get some nice shit out here, man. Yeah, but nice adult shit, slow down, maybe playing a little jazz. You know, or table full of some shit. That's where you gonna get a nice one at, man.
Pottery barn or something.
Yeah. Jake be trying to go to the money bag, yo. He gonna find the woman of your dreams, man.
He gonna find one of them off Burger Street. What's the name of that spot?
It's a Komodo dragon, man.
It's the name of the spot.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You busy got a truck.
By yourself, you can't.
That's called ain't can't cross that shit. I got Spencer to the this is to the first day. All these you
Sell.
Rock, say, Heineken and Hoover.
This is Hebrews 11. I'm gonna start at 20. It says, by faith, Moses, you talked about when he was born, was here 3 months of his parents because they saw he was a proper child. And they were not afraid of the king's commandment. By faith, when he was coming years, he refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people in the power of his power than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season.
That's it. So it's just like I said, in Moses, he chose what? His people. He didn't choose that raw background that he came from. He chose suffering. He chose affliction, oppression. The Lord said, your light affliction is just only for a moment. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, they can't wait. They can't wait. They want it right now. It's my money and I want it now. But see, the Lord said, you know what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with our people. Like these fast food, they wanted that quick, fast in the earth.
Yeah, the destroy our people.
We got to suffer for a little while. Lord suffered, so why you shouldn't suffer?
They tell you Philippians, I believe, or Colossians, for sure it says, be careful for nothing. But in prayer and thanksgiving, ask for, this, because everything comes in due time. It's a faith not. Right? It's not, and the second, you have a set time to come. It's not a faith not yet.
Shit here too. Everybody looking for microwave up. This, yeah. Shit, we was coming up, we was there for NBC face to face. Now everything is done. Now everything is done with the internet, the apps, and shit.
Yeah.
That shit always a motherfucker, man. You be talking to a whole nigga, man.
Yeah.
Verse 26.
We done dealt with Jay, man. Jay, 3 years pushing on a whole pushing like $350 a catfish.
Way out in the country, overseas.
Right?
Jay,
Too much shit out here.
you take me back some time. Verse 26. Esteeming the reproach of the Mashiach Yahushai greater riches than the treasures in Egypt. For he had respect unto the recompense of the reward.
Yeah, he said,
Patience for the pay. Like, wait, man.
you just rushing out here, man. Just talking, you just jumping all over the place, man. With the man, just sort of back up off that FaceTime. Let me see that jawline, man.
Yeah. You know it like to be like this. No, back up, man. Let's see him get the right shot, man.
That's it, man.
See, I got no tennis.
I see why Ray Charles was feeling that wrist, man.
For real,
He broke that arm, man.
I just like, a lot of people, they love what the bride get. Everything with this world has the just worldly, man. You know what I'm saying, man? I can't. It's boring, man. I just can't. I don't see how y'all do it. Go ahead, man.
You got certain brands too. You sell it. You don't have enough confidence in yourself. You sell it for less.
That's it.
Yeah, a lot of you brothers out there suffer with low self-esteem and shit, man. You just settle for whatever comes your way, man.
Yeah.
This motherfucker look like a gorilla. Man, you tripped.
I take. Yeah, I love her. She comes now. Yeah.
Little man.
Yeah. Girl looking like, I'm talking about, she looking like modern day Lil Wayne.
She looked like Lil Wayne.
I'm saying, the Lord is going to give us the best. So why we can't wait on the best? We're the cream of the crop. Want best right now. You want the best right now. You acting just like this red devil. Esau either. You know what I'm saying? You want everything right now. Quick, fast in the air. And you're going to be what told strong.
Wow, that's our spirit.
Take it.
Go, right? But the poor is blessed in spirit. And it's physical, we not gonna really be, but that's to a degree. But the blessing that's to be on inherit the kingdom of heaven for our inheritance. And you ain't gonna think of like what you had a car.
That's why I said,
A Lamborghini.
that's the deal. Another kid, better deal with the devil you know than the devil you don't know.
There you go.
You be dealing with you incorporate and install a new devil you dealing with. It'll take you for the ride of your life.
I just like you can meet people that's out in the world, meet them, get around and get what? Them goddamn things, they're gonna jump on you too. Most of the people got what demons are. We in this truth, we be fighting.
I'm saying you always just keep around.
Yeah, man. Meet somebody, they damn thing, goddamn house on fire. They you lost your damn job. All kind of hell bringing you. Some woman. That happened to me once before. I had met a woman once before. Man, all kind of hell would happen to me. I said, man, since I met you, all kind of hell. My truck broke down. I had to keep the time. You know what I'm saying? I lost my job. You know what I'm saying? Next thing I know, people with this, like but you don't want to fight me, going against. I said, man, woman, he got me so out there for everything seems it left out. You know what I'm saying? That happens, man. You know, people, you know, got some high level things on, and you got to be careful. Dude, you know, talk. Let come to your house. Yeah, we got to do that. I left at the hall. Yeah. And people, you know, it's no good, you know. So that's where we at right now. Bring it back here, Chuck. So yeah, so but I think go ahead, bring it up.
Matthew 19 and 29 says, everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
So right there, what it's saying is he's forsake everything on this side for the Lord, what name's sake, for what the wisdom is not his God. The Lord said he gonna give you up 100-fold. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord returns, you know, the rewards is coming. You know what I'm saying? You know, therefore what short season. You know what I'm saying? Your light affliction. The Lord is purging them. The Lord is constantly perfecting them. You know, we see it right now that, you know what I'm saying? The Lord is constantly testing you and constantly, you know what I'm saying, trying you to see how strong your faith is. You know what I'm saying? All this he can he do without this. As he can he go a long period of time without helping them. She can't even go a long period of time for help a certain amounts of money. She can't help can he deal with being alone for a certain period of time. So some people don't even like to be alone. You know, I just got to be around somebody. You know, I just got to help one. You know what I'm saying? I just got to be in the in crowd. You know what I'm saying? The Lord wants to see what you gonna do. So it's a trying testing period is going on. The Lord said, if you forsake all of that for his name's sake, you know what I'm saying? The Lord said he will give you 100-fold. So he make everything plain and simple for you. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord said, wait on him. He's coming with all the glory, the power, the reward. You know what I'm saying? The immortality, the rulership, the spiritual power, power over the nation. The Lord's getting ready to give that to us. You don't want that? Why you want to win the Lord? You want to win on what the Esau got? This watered down, this generic bullshit, this counterfeit. You don't want that. We want the real deal. So
You gotta say, like, if you can't be alone with your own thoughts, that means you're wicked. Your thoughts should be righteous.
yeah.
You should have thought about, I need to be around this person. A lot of so-called street niggas, they can't be alone.
Yeah.
Even before they was like that, he can't be alone. He always gotta have somebody in the house.
Yeah.
He tell you he always ever spend time by himself. Nothing wrong with that. He goes so far, even 56, he goes so far, he'll pay people to stay there. It's time for you to go. He'll pay you to stay there. Fucking God. Spend $20 this day. You don't want to be right.
It's ridiculous, man. He don't have the peace, man. Stay with man, soul man. The Lord give it to you. You know what I'm saying? You know, so we gotta go through these things. You know what I'm saying? You might even have to fake death. Some people, oh man, I can't die, man. I can't do it, man. Well, you gonna die. You know what I'm saying? So we're in this truth right here. We're willing to die. You know what I'm saying? We ain't giving a damn about this life. We know we have my health, family, resources, different things like. But when it comes down to this truth, and the Lord said, I got, we're gonna do the Lord will, regardless. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about it, the Lord's gonna be with us all the way to the finish line. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's going to separate the strong from the weak. You know what I'm saying? The men of the Lord. You know, they're on the scene right now. If I got something, bring it up.
And that's what you had. 8:18. I reckon that some of this present time are not worthy to be compared or which shall be revealed in us.
Yeah, right now.
Hey, everything we're going through now, brothers say it all the time, everything you've ever gotten in this current life, never got anything fresh, brand new. Bodies are broken down, the bread has human and duck hair in it, so so there ain't nothing left to go back to in this society.
Hey, see,
I never dealt with a person.
I know, man. I don't feel fine. He never touched my oh. I ain't never held a wine on his side. I never seen no blood, nothing. Just straight in and out. It's already right. You see?
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
I ain't had no wine on his side.
Brother, right? Like, but this is the thing of the kingdom. I don't think we're gonna have a fresh name, but everything we have gonna be a fresh. We don't get that old, that scale. Everything gonna be on point. As soon as we snap our finger, we gonna eat whatever we wanna have. Everything gonna be a fresh, right? No, everything. No, everything. I mean, what it don't matter what it is, from stones to garments to our respect gonna be a fresh.
Yes, sir.
Every time it either come out as a fresh, it's gonna be new, man.
Can you imagine this? For eternity, you're never going to hear the word no.
No,
again.
ever. To nothing. To nobody or nothing, man.
That's what you said.
Yes, yes. It's for the biggest.
It's you that you're making them say no, so you're not hearing no.
I don't feel like.
I brought it right, man. We don't even all out the steel. Even that's 8 to 7 to 17. That's so awesome.
That's it.
We can't even enjoy. We don't got no enjoyment here, man.
It's over.
Like we everything is far into the food, our women, the work. We got both.
It's
Our minds.
everything.
Yeah, man, a foul ass law come across your head, you gotta rebuke it. Then you can do it.
So you sit down. You sit
You're like, let you know. But that lets you know the law that controls us. But you ain't gonna get shit. Get a hand.
That's
Can I say? God acknowledge you can't see it. I'm gonna be no friends. Oh, hey, like that's clear.
No, you eat it by right.
It's wow. We gotta get out. Go to camp and have the bed. Have the ghosts. We gotta be fixed, bro.
And you see, it's paying away with the society. Because even when you doing like you said feast on unleavened bread, or they have something about a fucking hamburger. Everything. TV, you gotta see. You gotta see. You keep watching the picture, but it's flashing the thing going on behind the scenes to keep it so docile.
Take a shower. You clean yourself. Man, we, you know.
This is not
He
cheap.
goes behind the wall, all type of shit.
Get out.
Yeah.
I got one.
You know.
You quoted, going back to the sequel. No, ain't nothing wrong with it.
So that's
This is 1 Corinthians 7:6. Apostle Paul. He says, "But I speak this by permission and not of command."
yeah, because Paul was given dispensation, right? Yeah, in the scripture, you know, most people be like, well, the scripture is of the Lord, it's not of man. When the Lord put Paul in the dispensation of the scriptures, now look up what that means. Meaning what? He can give advice out or what? Can say something towards understanding the scriptures, man. Go ahead.
That's what they say.
I'm a kid. I'm proof what I'm saying.
What is that? What is bond in heaven, bond on earth?
About word, yeah.
That goes. The Lord gave us authority here on earth. They call it
Dispensation. Yeah.
yeah, all of them. Paul gave right there. It wasn't a commandment. It was some sound advice, right? Now it's up to you to make that decision on yourself.
How you doing? Yeah. It's 1 Corinthians 9. I just want to I said,
If he didn't call like that back then, that time, that world, imagine they keep that fight
Oh,
But this
Better than kids.
this point, why
And Paul invites Matthew.
I was not there, you know, so James be like, well, you can't say or scripture, like Paul said that the Lord did say that, and he always say it when he said, look, this is advice, it's not the law, it's not this. This is it says even so like the Lord ordained that they which preach the gospel should have the gospel. But I have used none of these things. Either have I written these things that it should be so done unto me. For it was better for me to die than any man should make my part. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of. For necessity is laid upon me, yet both is unto me if I preach not the gospel. For if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward, but if it's against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me. Now, there you got it. It says the management of a household or household affairs, specifically the management of site, management, administration, religious economy, dispensation. Go ahead, Doc.
kind of read it again. This is
Paul was in charge of that's heaven. Go ahead, brother.
This is 1 Corinthians 7:6. It says, but I speak this by permission and not of command. For I would that all men were even as I myself. Every man hath his proper gift of God, one after this manner and another after that. I say therefore to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. This is the NLT. So I say, 1 Corinthians 7:8 NLT. So I say to those who aren't married and to widows, it's better to stay unmarried just as I am. All right. I hear you bringing on and also the elder Ariana up in Dallas. You know, brothers may not know, you know, by you being single, you know, that the Lord is keeping you away from, you know, dating yourself. Because you can get a woman in your life that, as the brothers know, you know, women could throw you off, you know, to some brothers. You know, so that's probably why a brother's probably walking as a single man. You know, but you know, it's going to benefit you at the end of the day for you just to work harder and have the more distractions that you need in your life.
A man is captive one and to save himself. Just back to what you were saying. I want to keep things from you. A man is kept in the state of one because if you receive those things, it can destroy you. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Paul, charge. All right. So you're in charge. Yeah. Things how you want to. That's why when you get the understanding of the affairs in the house, the elder in the house, he can do things that you don't know he can do. Right? That's anything. The manager or the owner of the company, they can do things that you can't do. Right? So Paul, being in charge of the gospel, he can say things that others may couldn't say. All right, that's why people don't understand. That's why he was able to give us admonishment. He was able to give us exhortation, right? Which is all part of prophecy, man. Paul, that dude, brother. Lord was dealing with him. He was a man of the Lord. You gotta do it. Yeah. Go ahead, bring it out.
The 2 Corinthians.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that's 17. It says, for light affliction, which for a moment working for us a far more exceeding eternal glory.
Yeah.
All the not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporary, not seen or eternal.
Okay. I just like, he said that, our light afflict is just only for a moment, you know what I'm saying? We look for that eternal weight of glory, which is our salvation, immortality, spiritual power. All we constantly denying ourselves, we constantly suffer, we constantly endure, these things. But it's just for a moment. That's what the Lord, He's getting ready to exalt us in due season. All we got to do is constantly trust and believe in Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. Don't lean on our own understanding, but trust and believe in Him, because the idea about the Lord, He's ready to bring forth things that we have never seen before, beyond our comprehension. And also the Lord is getting ready to set up the kingdom of heaven that dwells in righteousness. Anybody else got something? So with that, we like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh. And double unto those great millstone. I like to say, Abba Ball, Abba Ball, Kwam Yasharala,
Kwam Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.